Live from Studio 221 in the Performing Arts Center. This is Glueck8 News with breaking reports.
We'll be right back to your previously scheduled lack of commitment, where it wasn't really clear what was to be expected anyway.
Hello, my sweet ones. My name is Sam Manila with Glueck8 News, and we are here tonight with breaking news. An epidemic has broken out amongst the small group community, ravaging and destroying peaceful small groups as we know it. With me today is my co-host, Amy Stake, and we will be keeping you in the know with live updates on the disease as it ravages the town of Small Groupia.
That's right, Sam. Avoidance of Accountability, or AA, has devastated the town of Small Groupia. Avoidance of accountability comes from the avoidance of accountability. Accountability is described as the willingness of team members to call their peers out on performance or behaviors that might hurt the team. And this is a word that has seemed to have lost its meaning over time.
Exactly, Amy. Team members tend to avoid holding their teammates accountable because it can lead to difficult conversations that they would much rather avoid.
Even groups with high synergy or a lot of wasta tend to struggle from this disease.
Sounds like they should take advanced small group communication with Dr. Glueck. This broadcast will be dedicated to the awareness, symptoms, and possible cure that's coming with AA. Stay tuned, folks. It'll be a bumpy ride.
We're going to go live with Tim Apps in the field to report on the avoidance of accountability breakout in Small Groupia.
Here we are in the middle of the abandoned area of Small Groupia, a tiny town in the state of Glueckland. Avoidance of accountability has left this once lively and cohesive town into an obscure place of hiding. Avoidance of accountability will deter team members to call their peers out on performance or behaviors that might hurt the team, which is exactly what happened here in Small Groupia. What a pity. The town of Small Groupia is made up of families young and old who function as groups of their own. AA specifically attacks small groups, so once it affects one family member, the whole family is taken down. Dishes are not being washed, bathrooms are not being cleaned, homework unfinished, and beds are sitting unmade. No one will take responsibility for their actions. No one will call each other out on their mistakes or lack of work. The whole town is hunkered in and hiding, completely wiped out by this epidemic.
Well, it sounds like the citizens of Small Groupia might benefit from some classic management tools such as goals or standards. So thank you for that, Hannah.
Reporting live from Glueck8 News, this is Tim Apps. Back to you in the studio.
Did you do well on the third exam?
Dude, I didn't even, answer half of the free response questions.
Seriously?
Yeah, I just, we're live.
Oh. Well, thank you for that harrowing insight from the field, Tim. Make sure you don't stay out there for too long because, as you know, AA is very contagious. When we come back, we will be discussing more about AA, but for now, here is a message from our sponsors.
Looks like my roommate had a party last night. I really don't want to bring this up to him, so I'm going to let him figure it out.
Oh no.
Hopefully he cleans it up.
I can go ask for a list.
One eternity later.
Are you serious? My roommate still hasn't cleaned up? Unbelievable.
Are you sick and tired of avoidance of accountability making your house look like a mess? Sounds like you need neat and discreet cleaning services. Just like the name, neat and discreet cleaning services are in and out like a flash. So you don't have to explain to your housemates why you paid money to hire a cleaning service instead of just asking them to clean up their mess. (1-800-NEAT and discreet).
Thank you to Neat and Discreet Cleaning Services. Spelled backwards or forwards, it's still the same. Well, after seeing some insight on the area of destruction, let's go over some of the symptoms of AA, so we can be aware of what to look out for and when to seek medical attention.
Thank you, Amy. The essence of this disease is the unwillingness of team members to tolerate the interpersonal discomfort that accompanies calling a peer on his or her behaviors, and the more general tendency to avoid difficult conversations. Team members who are particularly close to one another can be more susceptible to AA, as sometimes they're hesitant to hold one another accountable precisely because they fear jeopardizing a valuable personal relationship.
Wow, Sam, that is some powerful wording right there. I didn't realize how vulnerable all small groups were to such a disease.
Indeed. It is a tough world out there, and we need to make sure we are armed to work on keeping this awful disease away from all of our precious small groups, no matter how small. Could you read off the symptoms of AA, Amy?
Of course, Sam. According to the Center of Small Group Disease Control, or CSGDC, you should watch out for the following symptoms: laziness, unwillingness to confront others, avoidance of talking, not wanting to take on any task, and bailing out from your group to avoid any sort of drama or confrontations with your members of the small group.
Thank you for that insight, Amy. And now we will pass it off to Dr. Harold Bergerton for ways to avoid and overcome AA.
Thanks, Samantha. Avoidance of accountability is easily avoidable by a few simple steps. The first is publication of goals and standards. Making sure you clarify exactly what the team needs to achieve, who needs to deliver what, and what everyone must behave is essential in order to succeed. The second is simple and regular progress reviews. Making sure that the group member is checked on regularly and given feedback on behavior or performance will help communication keep in circulation and will validate the standards and objectives are being met by each team member. The third is team rewards. If you shift rewarding from individual to team achievement, everyone will create a sense of accountability. Lastly, one of the biggest things to keep group members accountable is to have a leader who will instill accountability by encouraging and allowing the team to serve as the first and primary accountability mechanism. They will help motivate the team to take accountability for themselves while keeping everyone on track.
Thank you, Dr. Bergerton. Those seem like some very strong measures to ensure that we avoid avoidance of accountability.
Back to you, Amy. Back to you, Samantha.
Thank you, Dr. Bergerton, for that detailed instruction on how to prevent AA. And now for a short anti-bullying PSA from the students of Glueck Elementary School.
Hey, Tim, what you doing?
Just playing on my phone. About to die, though.
Well, you know what a really, quick way to charge it would be?
How?
You should microwave your phone!
Oh.
Microwave! 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 Microwave!
Class is so boring.
It is the worst.
Hey, Tim.
What's up?
You should throw this at the teacher. Yeah, throw it. Throw it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, Tim! Psst. Tim. Whack a Vanna in the face with this pillow. Yeah. Do it.
Alright.
Oh, Tim! Hey, Tim.
Hey, what's up, girls?
Jump.
Okay.
Hello, I am Miss Wasta, the principal here at Glueck Elementary. And our mission here is to not peer pressure our friends into dangerous things, but to contribute to our community. Be an accountable friend.
What a bunch of cute, accountable punks.
So, how does this relate to our future of dysfunction? Well, if teammates aren't being held accountable for their contributions, they'll be more likely to turn their attention on their own needs and their own advancements for themselves or their departments.
Also known as people are lazy, and if not held accountable, they only look after themselves. So, if there isn't accountability, people will not contribute properly and be lazy shits.
Thank you, my sweet ones. From Glueck8 News, I'm Amy Stake.
And I'm Sam Manila.
Signing off. Stay tuned for the Badgers basketball game, airing after a short program on inattention to results.
Avoidance of accountability has left this town. Oh my god, I can't see. Remember what I say.
Reporting live for Glueck8 News. I'm Blank. Back to you in the studio.
Where's the desk? Wait, but now you can't see.
Hey, I want this to go on the record that Sydney just spelled Dr. Glick's last name wrong. You shouldn't have erased it yet. People were killed in a fire last night due to a fire that killed 10 people due to a fire in the Bronx.
What? With me today is my co-host, Amy Stake, and we will be keeping you in... God, I almost had it.